We bring you a developing story out of United States that has sent shockwaves through the Indian diaspora and Sikh communities worldwide. Sukhi Chahal, a prominent Indian-American businessman and anti-Khalistan activist, has died under mysterious circumstances in California. This weeks before the scheduled Khalistan Referendum in Washington, D.C., an event he had been campaigning against vocally and consistently so. Let's start with the facts that we have come across. 50 years old, Chahal was a well-known activist and the CEO and founder of the Khalsa Today, a media and advocacy platform dedicated to civic engagement and countering extremism. He was also the head of Punjab Foundation, working on philanthropy for underprivileged children and immigrants. He immigrated to the United States in 1992 and had lived there for decades, consistently urging the Indian diaspora to follow American law and stay clear of divisive, unlawful or extremist activities. Chahal died suddenly on the evening of July 31st after attending a dinner at an acquaintance's home in San Jose, California. Friends and witnesses say that shortly after the meal, Chahal's health deteriorated rapidly and he died on the spot. What has made his death especially conspicuous is that he was in good health with no publicly known pre-existing conditions. His close friends and associates have described the timing so close to the August 17th Khalistan referendum in Washington, D.C. as both tragic and suspicious. Chahal had been a visible outspoken opponent of the referendum and of Khalistani separatism, and had been facing repeated death threats from pro-Khalistan elements abroad due to his activism. Many in Indian and pro-India Sikh communities saw him as a principled, courageous leader who did not waver despite the threats. Local California police are actively investigating the death. An autopsy is underway and results are eagerly awaited to clarify the cause. The authorities have not ruled anything out, and friends emphasize that the full truth will only be known once the medical and police reports are in. The context and timing have left many with pressing questions. To understand why Chahal's activism and sudden death matter so much right now, it is important to touch down on the upcoming Khalistan referendum scheduled for August 17th in Washington, D.C. The referendum, organized by the Sikhs for Justice group, banned in India since 2019, that is set for the August 17th again, and aims to poll the Sikh diaspora on the question of establishing a separate Sikh state, Khalistan, carved out from the Indian state of Punjab and adjoining regions. Although the referendum is non-binding and carries no legal weight whatsoever under US or Indian law, it has become a lightning rod for political tensions. Indian officials have denounced it as the work of a fringe minority, while organizers claim it gives a voice to long-standing grievances regarding justice and self-determination. The referendum is but a sham, since it neither stands legal nor realistic chance of changing India's stance when it comes to the divisive ideas of the Khalistan movement. Chahal's friends and colleagues now say his mysterious death is a moment to reflect on the kind of pressures faced by activists who take public stands on polarizing, emotionally charged political issues, even on foreign soil. His loss, especially ahead of the highly contentious referendum, has triggered waves of grief and concern among Indian Americans and moderate Sikhs, with many saying his message of moderation and civic responsibility must not be silenced by fear. For now, all eyes are on California Coroner's Office, the local police and the communities who are still processing both the shock and meaning of Sukhi Chahal's untimely passing. We will keep tracking this story as more details emerge. I am Gunjan Handa for The Asian Chronicle.